Hi guys, Rekus here with a new video, and today I want to give you my results on the testing of Mockman. If you care for the full testing, then check out the live stream I did yesterday. You can find the video on my channel. It's a 2-hour long video, shouldn't be hard to find. And the testing starts at 1 hour 37. So before that we do the event, which is also nice to watch if you care for that. But the testing starts at 1:37, and you can see everything we did to find out whether he's good. I planned to do a longer testing, but we were done quite fast because there's just not a whole lot of endgame potential with this hero. That's the sad truth. We put him in PvP, checked what he did, and it was like nothing. It was really like nothing. His damage was too low. He didn't have any real support capabilities, and honestly, it was a bit what I expected. I said before that, like, if the Age releases a non-transcendence damage dealer nowadays, the only way it can be good is if they really fuck it up, and they didn't. It is really a well-balanced early to mid-game hero. That's what it really is. He has good multipliers on his attack. We concede 1200% of attack, 400% extra attack with every stack of Wrath of Shadow. Is a lot, really, if you can stack some attack on him. He has heal, he has all of that going for him. He will clear SL20 Dark for you if you are an early to mid game. You might need B4 on him and a decent artifact, but other than that, he can get through there. Maybe even with something like a KOG. I think I heard somebody cleared it with a KOG. I can't try because I don't have an account in that game state, and really it's not the area of content I deal with usually. But that's like the good part. He will be decent early to mid game, but he has nothing that he really provides in the end game. He doesn't really hinder any hero from attacking. His taunt rarely ever happens, and the only time we saw it, it was actually wrong, because it says if the active skill defeats an enemy, it inflicts death contract on one enemy with the highest attacks and taunts them for 3 rounds. And the taunt is rare, rarely ever happens, and I don't know, it's just weak, honestly, this effect. And this death contract and taunt thing would be the only thing that could have made him good in endgame. But this just doesn't work, and was one of the things I said before when we had a first look at the skill, that I believe using taunt with him was a mistake. They should have included the taunt mechanic in the death contract effect and really say, okay, the hero that has death contract on him fights Mockman and nobody else. It's a 1 versus 1, Mockman versus this one hero, and that's it. But this would have made this hero actually strong and actually viable in endgame, and I don't think DH wants that. They want those basic heroes to be okay early to mid game, sometimes very good, like Holmes Young is a great hero, for example, but they don't really want them to be competition for Transcendence heroes. There are some exceptions to this. Like I said, Holmes Young is great, but Freya is barely used, and so are a lot of others of the normal EOS, for example. It's also barely used for anything. They can do some things in early to mid game, but that's really about it. I think the most endgame application I could think of for Mockman would be in Dark SL. I could imagine that he's a good supporter there, because he has those counterattacks, and those counterattacks, if they hit the enemy with death contract, they reduce the attack by 30%, which didn't have enough impact in PvP when we tested him to really make it worth it. But this could have some great use in SL when you get the attack of the boss down. Just makes your whole team survive better, and he has the upside that every other enemy that doesn't have death contract in him does 50% less damage to him. And by the way, we tested that as well. The damage reduction that is granted by the skill effect can't be stripped off by Drake. We did some testing to that. It seems like this can't be stripped off. And certain game mechanics bypass it. It seems like Dot this still does full damage to him, and so do counterattacks. Which was kind of similar with Saya, and one of the reasons I never made a CC team with her. She has the similar mechanic, if we have a look. She has a similar mechanic with her Mesmerize. Where is it? Mesmerization. You do is 50% all damage dealt, it says here. I think they haven't quite described it in that manner on Mockman. Uses a damage dealt by enemies without death contract. I don't think this wording is precise. I guess they mean all damage dealt, but we won't know. It's honestly hard to test. And they are usually not very precise with wording like this. Often they actually the H says that we should figure it out, but things like that honestly are super hard to really find out, require a lot of testing. And it's just not worth it for this hero, to be fair. If I do Dark SL, which is something I plan to do once I have an A-tier Espen, I will definitely try him out. Bring him to use there and see if this can be any good. Other than that, if you want to scroll this event, don't do it because you want Mockman as a hero. Maybe if you want to have the copies to make the Transcendence copy, only go for it if you like the rewards and anniversary event, and those are pretty great. And at this point, another note, the stream I did about the anniversary event yesterday was a big success. Was very happy with it, and we will definitely do another stream soon. If you care for anniversary event rewards, definitely look at the video. We did 5 completions of the last area, used all the rewards, and built this beautiful hero here as well. The level 380 Fairy Queen Vessa, 6.4 million attack, 240 million HP. All was all done in the stream. So check this out, and don't expect too much from Mockman. Yeah, with that guys, I will leave you to it. We will see another video tomorrow. Hopefully it will be less hot here in Germany. I'm dying a bit even recording it, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Have a great day, guys.